Page 30, short and blue. With short and blue, they're introducing what's called a natural sign. The natural sign takes away a sharp or flat. It tells you to play the natural note. The natural note is the name of the note, the name of it, without a sharp or flat or anything. It's just that. So take a look at the first measure here. You see on the third, eighth note, it's an F sharp. Well, then you have a D, and then you have an F natural. It's telling you no sharpen anymore. So you hear, right? And not that it matters in this piece, but that natural sign applies from that point on to the rest of the measure, unless another sharp comes along in the meantime. They have to put the F natural on that one, otherwise the sharp sign from before still applies because it's in the same measure. You know, it goes for the rest of the measure, so they have to do that. And that's really all it is. Take a look at the last measure in the left hand. You see the F sharp A, then a G B, and then the last one is an F sharp A again. The F is still sharped because the sharp sign on the first one applies for the whole measure. There's no natural sign there, so it's an F sharp. Alright? Something else to remember, but you can do it. I know you can. Now we're getting some trickiness in with the rhythm. It's the first and third measures. Okay, it's the same rhythm, same notes. Your first beat is 2 eighth notes. Next beat is 2 more eighth notes. The next beat is 2 more eighth notes. But on the last beat, that first eighth note is tied to the previous one. Now if I play the measure without the tie, it's this way. Okay, it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and okay. But if I put in the tie, it means I'm not playing that second eighth note. I'm holding it. I might mentally play it, but I'm not physically playing it. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so it's it's a syncopation thing. Third measure's got the same thing in it. Okay. Now, notice on the second measure, you're in D position, but you're going to play the F natural with the second finger. In theory, you could play it with the third finger, but it's easier to go ahead and use the second finger. Okay. Just a temporary thing. Back to its E when it needs to. So just keep in mind that because you're in the hand position, that doesn't lock you down to only those keys for those fingers. They can move around a little bit. Let's try this together slowly. They're saying slowly. We do it slowly anyway. How about that? It is repeated, so we will play it twice. It's in 4/4 time, so I will give us 4 counts to start. Got a lot of eighth notes. Going to do a lot of anding here. So the right hand goes here, the left hand here. That left hand, see the chords? The first chord is here, next chord is here, throughout. You know, your thumb is just going one note over. You need to do that without looking at the keyboard. Just work that out so you can do that without looking. 1, 2, ready, and go, and. Repeat. I want to play it twice. Once we're going to play it just like it's written, and then once I want to play it in a blues style. See, music has style. And in blues, swing, or jazz style, you don't play even eighth notes unless the music specifically tells you to. you rock the eighth notes. You play them uneven. So the first measure would be this. Even would be this. Right? Uneven is this. That's a blues style. 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, and go. And